So you come out of your bedroom, you come down the stairs, and there it was. That shiny new bike sitting right next to the tree. It was the hottest thing on the market that year. Oh, was she gorgeous. You could just visualize yourself streaking away from your friends or just kind of rolling along with the girls on out to the beach. This was going to be great. Mom and Dad did me a great favor. They did do you a great favor. They started this journey. This bike also did you 3 disfavors that are haunting you to this day, that you took up cycling or triathlon racing and bought clipless pedals. So the question of the day today is, why didn't I go any faster when I put the clipless pedals on my bike? Well, stay right here and I'm going to bring you some more great information. So I got you thinking, didn't I? What 3 disfavors? You can think of nothing bad about your time on that early bike. There are 3 things that bike taught you as a little kid that are a disadvantage in today's world of endurance riding. Number 1, that bike, you left it in 1 gear. It taught you how not to shift right, but that we're going to cover in a different video. Today we're going to talk about the clipless pedals. Number 2 is it taught you how to pedal wrong. What does that mean? I know how to pedal. My bike goes forward when I push down on the pedal, but it taught you how to do that wrong. And number 3, it taught you how to stop wrong. How can you stop wrong? Stopping is stopping. But first, we need to take a look at what a clipless pedal is. So when you go to the store and you take a look around at a bike, most of the consumer level bikes come with what's called a flat pedal. But if you go to a bike shop, you'll walk around and you'll notice that most of the bikes don't come with pedals. And why is that? That's because there are many different varieties of pedals that you might want to use on the bike. You might want to buy a set of flat pedals right there, or the clipless pedal. And what happens with the clipless pedal is you hear all of these stories about how much faster a clipless pedal is. So you buy the clipless pedal and you think you're just going to go faster. Well, that's not true. What you have to do is you have to learn how to pedal the bike correct with a clipless pedal. And what is a clipless pedal? It's a pedal that you clip into. How's that work? Well, if you go back in history, you'll take a look at the early times of cycling. You'll see where the cyclist put their foot in a flat pedal like this that had a big loop over it, and their assistant clipped them in. They were known as death pedals. That was in vogue all the way up until the 1980s, when a company that made clip-out ski boots called Look decided that they wanted to get in the cycling industry and that they could build a pedal based on their ski boot. And that's what you have here. It's the Look Keo pedal. Now, that's not the only style of clipless pedal out there. There's the SPD pedal, and that one is for mountain biking. Then there's the Speedplay, which looks like a small hockey puck. You see one right here in this picture. And then there's the Look pedal, which is my favorite one. This is one I learned on. And that mechanism for clipping in and out is actually inside the back part of the pedal. What's this all going to cost you? Well, it is a significant investment. You are going to need to buy the pedals. The pedals range anywhere from, say, around $65 for the Look Keo entry-level ones, link down below in the description, all the way up to the power pedals, which you can spend as much as $1,100 on, link below for the new Garmin pedals. But you're also going to need cycling shoes or triathlon shoes. But down below, I'll put a link to a company where I used, it's called Lake. Their shoes I used for the first 4 years in racing. So, links below on everything I've mentioned in this video. So my point number 2, remember, was that your single speed flat pedal bike taught you how to pedal wrong. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go outside to the man in the field, that's me, and I'm gonna show you how you pedal correctly. Oh, hi, hey, It's such a beautiful day here in Florida. I had to shoot this scene outside. If you're getting value from this video, go down below, give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe. So what did I mean when I was talking to you guys about your parents giving you a bike and you learning how to pedal wrong? Well, what I'm meaning by that is on a flat pedal, you're not able to use 360 degrees around. You're actually only able to pedal from about 1 o'clock, or in this case, about 11 o'clock, down to about 7 o'clock. That's the only area that you can actually make power with flat pedal. So they devised the clipless pedal to be able to use all of the 360 degrees around the pedal stroke. And let me show you what I mean. And what you're going to think about is several things. Number one, across the top. What I'm saying is your pedal stroke starts here at about 1 o'clock. You're going to slide your foot across the top. And what you're going to do is you're going to think, I'm going to roll a log like the guys in the water rolling them logs really, really fast. You're going to roll across the top and you're going to push forward. You can do that because your foot's not going to come out. You're going to push forward to about here, where your normal pedal stroke would have started back with just the flat pedals. So then you're going to push down naturally, normally down here until you get to the bottom of that pedal stroke. That's just going to be your normal push. You'll do that through memory. Your body's going to do that. They call it muscle memory. Your muscles don't have memory. Your brain has memory, it tells your muscles what to do. But you're going to push through on your natural stroke. And then you're going to scrape the mud off your boots. And what I mean by that is you're going to come across the bottom of the stroke. You're going to pull across the bottom like you're scraping mud off your boots. So you're pushing your foot back. Again, if you did that with a flat pedal, your foot would come right off. So you're going to bring that around to here, which would be about 5 o'clock. So right now, so we've taken our stroke, we started here at like 1 o'clock. We've come all the way around to 5 o'clock, having put power down the whole way. Now, from 5 o'clock to 1 o'clock, we're not going to think about pulling up. You don't want to think about pulling up because if you pull up, you're going to stretch that Achilles tendon and that could cause damage. But what's going to happen there is you're going to naturally pull up. Your body's going to pull up at the right rate to pull all the way to the top, where again, you'll start your stroke, rolling the barrel, pushing down, scraping your boot, coasting up, or we'll get 360 degrees of power. This is where the difference comes in between flat pedals and the clipless pedals. Now, if you don't do this, you're not going to go any faster. You might go a little faster. You might gather a little bit of percentage in there from the top to the bottom where you wouldn't have had with the flats. But unless you do a 360 degree stroke all the way around, you're not going to get faster with clipless pedals. The next point I want to bring to you guys today is that you are stopping wrong. And what I mean by that is, back in the day, most of the older style bikes had what they call friction or back pedal braking. So when you're coming to a stop, you literally had to keep your feet on the pedals until you came to a stop and then step down onto the ground. Well, if you try to do that with clipless pedals, when you're clipped in, you're gonna crash. But here's the lesson. This is what you have to think about, because your mind is subconsciously going to keep your feet on the pedal till you stop. You have to look ahead. You have to see that a stop is coming, and you have to unclip like this. Now, once you're unclipped, even if it's 20, 30, 40 yards before the stop, when you come to a stop, you just step off to the side and put your foot down. But you want to have your foot out of the pedal and ready to step to the ground before you stop. This will stop most 99.9% of the tippo. So there you have it. 2 of the 3 things that your beautiful bike that you got under the Christmas tree when you were a kid taught you to do wrong and how to fix it. So when you get your clipless pedals right there, you learned that it takes a 360 degree pedal stroke to be able to get the power to go faster, to use these clipless pedals in the way that they're meant to be used. Remember, you're going to roll the log across the top, push down, scrape the boot across the bottom, and glide up. Your foot should feel loose inside the shoe at all times. And the last thing was, remember, unclip before stopping. You have to think about that. It's not going to come natural. Like I said, links below for everything I've mentioned in this. Remember, I do get a little bit of a kickback on these from the company. This helps to keep this channel on the air and moving forward. Remember though, if you got a lot of value out of this, right here, click subscribe and watch these great videos for more really great information. This is Coach John. Boom. I'm out.